When your dog steals your seat the moment you stand up, do you actually know what they're trying to tell you? Yes, it's funny. And yes, it looks like one of those little things dogs do just to be annoying. But behind that simple move, there is something much deeper that most dog owners completely miss. It's one of the most emotionally loaded things your dog can do. And if you keep misreading it, which most people do, you might be ignoring a message your dog has been sending you every single day for years. Because dogs do not speak in words, they speak in presence, in habits, in silent little behaviors that look ordinary but carry everything. And once you understand what your dog is really saying when they take your seat, follow you, sleep near you, or wait for you, you will never look at them the same way again. Because what looks small on the outside is often love at its deepest on the inside. Let's start with what that seat really means to them. 1. Your scent is their entire world. Have you ever noticed how your dog doesn't just sit in your seat, they sink into it? Like they've been waiting all day for that exact moment. That's not random. And it's definitely not just about the warmth. Here is what most people do not realize. Your dog's sense of smell is vastly stronger than yours, and your seat is soaked in something they cannot get anywhere else in the same way: your scent. Not your cologne, not your detergent, not your shampoo. You. The natural chemistry of your skin, your body, your breath, your presence. To your dog, that smell is not just a smell, it is a signal. It says safe, it says familiar, it says home. Dogs are wired to anchor themselves to scent. And out of all the scents in their life, yours becomes the one that means the most. Researchers have found that dogs exposed to their owner's scent show lower stress responses than when exposed to unfamiliar scents. In other words, your smell does not just remind them of you, it literally helps calm their nervous system. So when your dog curls up in your spot, they are not being cheeky. They are wrapping themselves in the one thing that makes the world feel okay when you are not physically there. It is comfort in its purest form. It is the same instinct that makes a child hold on to a parent's pillow when they are scared. Your dog is not just enjoying a seat. They are getting as close to you as they can, even in your absence. And that alone would already be emotional. But it gets deeper. 2. They're not stealing from you, they're bonding with you. Most people think their dog is taking something from them. But what if the opposite is true? What if stealing your seat is actually one of the biggest compliments your dog can give you? Here is the truth. Most owners get backwards. Your dog is not just taking in your scent. They are also leaving theirs behind. Dogs have scent glands in different parts of their body, including their paws and skin. When they sit exactly where you just were, they are layering their scent over yours. In dog language, that is not theft. That is bonding. That is how they say, "You and I belong together." This is one of the most beautiful things about dogs. They do not separate love from belonging. To them, closeness is identity. Scent mixing is emotional connection. It is how they turn me and you into us. So when your dog takes your spot, they are not claiming the chair against you. They are merging with you. Your dog is saying, in the only language they have, "This place matters because you matter. And if you were here, I want to be here too." That is why dogs lean on you. That is why they rub against you. That is why they sleep with their body touching yours whenever they can. They are not just near you. They are trying to erase the distance between your world and theirs. 3. To your dog, you are the center of everything. Have you ever noticed your dog usually wants your seat, not everyone else's? That is not an accident. Your dog watches the house more closely than anyone realizes. They know who fills the bowl, they know who opens the door, they know who sets the routine, who changes the energy in the room, who the day seems to revolve around. Over time, they build an emotional map of the home. And at the center of that map is usually one person. You. When your dog chooses your place, they are choosing the place connected to the person they trust most, watch most, and care about most. It is devotion disguised as a tiny habit. To you, it is a chair or a couch cushion. To your dog, it is the place that carries the strongest version of you. And maybe that is why it feels so personal. Because it is. Your dog does not just recognize you as the one who feeds them. They recognize you as the emotional center of their world. That is why they track your movements. That is why they notice when you leave. That is why they calm down when you come back. Their life does not orbit around objects. It orbits around connection. And the strongest connection they have is often with the person whose place they keep choosing again and again. 4. The warmth you leave behind feels like safety. Now, yes, warmth does matter, but not in the shallow way people think. Touch your seat after you stand up. It is warm. To you, that means almost nothing. To your dog, it means comfort, efficiency, and security all at once. Dogs run slightly warmer than humans, and they naturally seek out warm spaces because warmth helps them rest without using extra energy. That is why they love sunny patches, blankets, freshly dried laundry, and the exact place you just got up from. But the emotional part is this. Your seat is not just warm. It is warm because of you. So to your dog, that leftover heat feels like a trace of your presence. It smells like you, feels like you, and still carries the shape of where you were. It is almost like the room is saying, they were just here. That is why your dog does not just choose a random cozy place. They choose yours. Because it gives them 3 things at once: your scent, your warmth, and the feeling that they are still close to you. What looks like a funny little habit is actually your dog choosing the most comforting place in the house. 5. Your dog has been studying you this whole time. This is the part that surprises a lot of people. Your dog does not just react to you. Your dog studies you. They learn your footsteps, your breathing, your moods, the sound of your keys, the way you move when you are tired, the way you move when you are about to leave, the specific rhythm of your day. Dogs are incredibly good at reading human patterns, and research has shown they are capable of social learning by observing us. That means your dog is not just living next to you. They are constantly learning from you. When they see you return to the same spot every day, relax there, scroll there, nap there, work there, they begin to understand that this place means something. It is your safe place, your pause point, your quiet place, and because they trust you so deeply, they begin to treat that place as important too. In a strange but beautiful way, your dog copies the emotional map of your life. If a place helps you feel calm, they are drawn to it. If you are anxious, they sense it. If you are sad, they sense that too. This is why dogs so often seem to show up beside us on the exact day we need comfort most. Not because they understand every detail of our problems, but because they understand our emotional weather. And once they feel that shift, they move closer. Sometimes your dog is not just sitting in your seat. Sometimes your dog is trying to sit in your silence. 6, they know you're about to leave before you do. Have you ever noticed your dog moving toward your spot before you even stand up? That is not luck. That is years of observation. Your dog has learned your micro signals, the way you shift your body right before getting up, the small sound you make when you put your phone down, the little exhale before you move, the pause before you head to another room. To you, these things are invisible. To your dog, they are a pattern, a countdown. Animal cognition research shows that dogs become extremely skilled at predicting routine from subtle cues in their environment. After living with you day after day, your dog has probably mastered your behavior better than you have. They know what comes next. They know when the seat is about to open. They know when you are leaving the room. And that matters because it reveals something bigger. Your dog is paying attention to you almost all the time. That kind of attention is not casual. It comes from attachment. It comes from emotional investment. Your dog watches because you matter. Your movements matter. Your presence matters. Your absence matters. They are not just learning your routine. They are learning how to stay close to the person they love most. 7. And here is what all of it really means. This is the part everything has been building toward. When your dog takes your spot, follows you from room to room, watches you quietly, waits by the door, or rests where your scent is strongest, all of it points to the same truth. Your dog trusts you with their whole heart. And for an animal, trust is not a small thing. In the wild, rest is vulnerability. Sleep is vulnerability. Letting your body fully relax means believing that nothing bad will happen while your guard is down. That is why where an animal chooses to rest matters so much. It is not just a comfort decision. It is a survival decision. So when your dog passes up other places in the house and chooses yours, that choice means something. That spot carries your scent, your warmth, your energy, your emotional imprint. It feels the most like being near you. And when your dog settles into it, what they are really saying is, this is where I feel safe. This is where I feel close to you. This is where I can let go. That is not just habit. That is not just routine. That is not just a dog being a dog. That is love. Not loud love. Not dramatic love. Quiet love. Loyal love. The kind of love that does not need words and does not ask for anything back. The kind of love that sits by the door when you leave. The kind that lights up when you come home. The kind that watches you from across the room just to make sure you are still there. And maybe the saddest part is how often we miss it. We laugh when they steal our seat. We step around them when they follow us. We barely notice when they settle next to us again. But one day, the house will be quieter. One day, that seat will stay empty. One day, no one will wait by the door the same way. And on that day, all those little things we once overlooked will suddenly feel enormous. So the next time your dog takes your spot, do not just see a funny habit. See what is really there. A dog choosing closeness. A dog choosing comfort. A dog choosing your scent, your warmth, your place. A dog saying without words, you are my safe place, you are my home.